Each day is an important day. There is no day that you let up. I know because each of these days that we have with the kids are extremely critical.
Northern Children's Services provides a complete holistic approach to a child's needs and safety. So there's not only a place to stay, which is certainly a priority need, but the emotional trauma that a child experiences from this type of life is dealt with in a very professional and caring way.
Kids need to feel supported and protected. And so when that's not available in the natural environment, it's our goal to kind of create that for them and make them feel safe, make them feel protected.
The kids that come into our program have a long generation of being abused and neglected. If you look back on some of their parents, there's a level of abuse, neglect, poverty. Their parents, abuse, neglect, poverty. So what we try to do is really try to break that cycle.
You're really working on molding a child as far as building a bridge so they can make better decisions, they can make good choices for themselves, and eventually for them to be able to go on their own and continue on with making those same good choices.
I grew up in the foster care system and experienced the transient lifestyle of being an orphan, living in an orphanage and in foster homes, and wanted a way to give back to the community that I came from.
Our larger goal from a mission perspective is really to have an impact on the community, to really try to move the needle forward on some of these long-standing social issues. And so we've done that, and we've committed ourselves to that, and so it's almost 160 years that we've provided that level of service.
Our school program is growing by leaps and bounds in terms of the quality of service that we provide and the numbers of children that we're able to reach.
We have a lot of volunteers who come in from our universities all over the city. St. Joe, Philly U, LaSalle, Temple, PCOM, and what they do every day is they work with the children and help them with their academics. And I can't say enough about how important that is, because what we're trying to do in the short period of time that we have these kids is to get them back on track with school. As we talk to the kids about how great athletes practice their sport, kids have to know to practice school. They have to be able to practice and work on their math. They have to be able to practice and work on their reading and writing. So when we have tutors that come in from all the universities that are helping to tutor these kids every day on their schoolwork, it pays off.
There are so many children that are homeless, that are abused and neglected and abandoned. There are so many children that need the safety and the emotional support and services that Northern provides. It really makes a difference in people's lives to be here.
The goal is always to work on two levels. One is to give the child the safety and the protection they need so they're secure and they can continue their development. And on the other end, it's to engage the parent and help them to develop the skills that they can ultimately take care of that child.
At first, some of them may struggle, but as we move them on through the program and they see that we care and we're somebody else's, not just there for them as a program. I don't call this a residential for them. I call this their home. So once they realize that we are here and we care for them and we are, you know, kind of like we're like a family, they don't want to leave.
You really have to commit yourself. You don't necessarily see immediate results. And I try to talk to the staff that are new to the field. It's really a labor of love. So I've been in the field for a period of time now, for almost 25 years. So I've been able to see some of those kids come back and say thank you because they've been able to be successful and be contributing members of society.
This is just a unique opportunity for the children and the family really to be able to gain the help that they need around the behavioral health, mental health issues.
Children would not be adopted into appropriate homes. Children that are struggling with behavioral problems would not have supports in schools.
Living on the street, living from someone's house one night to another neighbor's house to a friend's house, trying to find some type of stable housing, food for themselves or their children, not working, not getting education.
It's an opportunity to look inside myself and to remember who I was as a 15-year-old girl with a baby and no support system, and to think about what needs I had then and how we can provide services and programs to meet the needs that these girls are going through.
When you're committed to your mission like we are, and we have good partners, then we're able to be successful in that endeavor and really make a contribution to society.
Our mission here is to provide these kids with the service they need. Their time here is so valuable because this is where their lives can change. So coming into work every day, doing that, feeling like you're making a difference in someone's life is just tremendous. So when I have that opportunity to be able to do that, and with so many kids that are coming up and asking for that, it's a great feeling.